Let's import some data so we don't waste time typing and can show you how to import from an Excel spreadsheet. Very common type of import. People move from Excel to FileMaker. So what you need to do is move into Browse mode from Layout mode. This is where you do your data entry. Now you'll see that we have 0 records here. All we have to do is create a new record, and we can enter in our first contact. I'll just enter in my information. And you notice what I'm doing here is hitting the Tab key to go to the next field. Makes it very easy to enter data. You can, of course, use the mouse if you want. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and correct that error there and move down here to the next field, but it's much faster since you're already on the keyboard to do it right here. There we go. Get in the mobile phone number, email, and then get the website in there, and finally the date of birth. And you can see that took quite a bit of time. We could enter all these records manually, but I want to save some time so we have some sample data to work with. So we'll go ahead and import. And you can see the spreadsheet back here. It's very simple. You scroll across to see all the data here, matches up with that. And so we'll simply come up here to the File menu and choose Import Records and choose File. We simply locate the file, and this file has been provided as part of this tutorial. You'll see this attached. And you get this dialog right here. And you'll see what you have here is the source fields on the left and the target fields. The target fields are these fields in FileMaker. The source are from Excel. So you need to make sure these are matched up. Now the first thing you'll notice is that we have no company. Well, I'm going to hit cancel. And FileMaker is very forgiving. We can easily come into Manage Database anytime we want, type in company, hit create, click OK, go back into layout mode, grab our field tool. You can see what the tools are by dragging over them. There'll be a little tool tip. I'll drag it down into here. Don't worry about where it is in the order right now. We simply choose what we want, choose to have a field label, and then we can grab this little anchor here and move it to the same size as the other ones. Go back to Browse, and now I can enter in that information. Now we can go back to our import, which I canceled earlier, locate that file, and we see that that company field's all the way at the bottom, but I can simply choose matching names, or in this case I can't because I don't have a file with names in it. But what I can do is grab this over here and move it up right into the company, make sure the arrow's there, and now I can go down the list and make sure they're all matched up. Now I'm going to have to do a little bit of work here, but it's not too bad because they're all kind of in order, right? Keep moving them right up here. They keep swapping places, so I keep dragging it from the same place to match it up. And the website's right there, and then the date of birth is right there. And then make sure they all have the arrows there. So I just click right in there. And it looks like I got these messed up, so I'll just swap them again. I thought I did it right. And let's see what happened to the date of birth is right there. There we go. We want to add new records, and we know that the first record is, if we go through here and look at it, we see that it's these. If we go further, we'll see that we get data here. So don't import the first record. That's field names. Click Import. Perform auto enter. Now that's important for all these auto enter things we're going to do later, but the only auto enter we have right now is the serial number, and we do want that to perform on import, so we get serial numbers for each one. You can see we've imported 100 records, no errors, which is great, so we can click OK. You can see we now have 100 out of 101 records. That's because an imported set goes into its own found set, which we'll find out about later. Now I already had a record for John Osborne in here, so I'm going to go ahead and show all records. Now you can see 101 are showing. Go to the first record, and you'll see there's the one I entered. I'll just simply delete that. Or maybe I'll delete this one. It doesn't really matter. In fact, this one has the wrong date of birth, so I think I'll delete this one. We simply come here to delete. It says, do you want to permanently delete? I say yes, and now I'm down to 100 records, and the first one is mine. So now we've got all the information in here so we can work through all the exercises with some data to find, to sort, all those kinds of good things.